Okay, let's now discuss the further topic in this chapter. So far we have seen what is variation, what are the types of variation. Direct variation hota hai, and there is one more, inverse variation. Now just a small example. Direct variation, first quantity increases, second quantity also increases, or first quantity increases, second also decreases. So we had this example in our mind, both increases या फिर both should decrease. So keeping that in mind, direct variation अपना topic खत्म हो गया. Now let us start with the inverse variation. So the example is very interesting. We have a pizza. The first thing that you'll see, this pizza has been cut into some pieces. So I want all of you to please count the number of pieces this pizza has. This pizza has been cut into 8 pieces. Okay, now let's see. This pizza is to be shared by few people. So you can see there are 8 hands. That means there are 4 people, right? So 4 people are going to eat this pizza. And if I ask you that what will be the portion that each of them is going to share, in each one of them, how much will be the share? सबको कितना पीस खाने मिलेगा? Perfect. There are 8 pieces. It's been divided into 4 people. So each one must get 2 pieces. Perfect. Perfect. So keep that in mind. 4 people, 2 pizzas each, because 4 to 8. Okay. Let's see. This is something that we know. समझो अभी ये 4 लोगों ने अपने 4 फ्रेंड्स को बुला दिया सेम पिज्जा शेयर करने के लिए. वापस नया पिज्जा नहीं आया. So there are 8 pieces again. And how many people to eat? 4 were there, 4 more are there. So total 8 people. And if I ask you now, if 8 people are sharing this one pizza, which are divided into 8 equal pieces, each one of them will get only 1 piece, right? So as you can see, per person, सबके पास एक piece आएगा. Done? Okay. You can see that as the number of people increases, the first quantity is increased, but the pizza share got down. है ना? ऐसा तो नहीं होगा कि ज़्यादा जाएंगे तो ज़्यादा खाना मिलेगा सबको, है ना? खाना तो लिमिटेड है, उतना ही लोगों में डिवाइड करना है. So people have increased, खाना कम पड़ेगा, right? So it is decreasing. Perfect. So we can see this example. First quantity is decreasing, second quantity, first quantity is. So keeping that in mind, we understand that if first quantity or the one quantity increases like this, and the other quantity with some rate goes on decreasing, such kind of behavior is this, or the ulta behavior, that is first quantity decreases and the second one goes on increasing. This can also happen. So you can easily understand this behavior or this behavior, increase decrease or decrease increase. This kind of behavior can be found where in inverse variation. But how would you confirm? कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा? Yes, ये inverse variation का एक question. We need to check something. क्या check करने का? There are two quantities here. First, number of people. Second is the number of pieces that we'll get. तो मैंने एक को x बोला, second को y बोला. In inverse variation, we'll multiply the two quantities like this, x into y. Right? So let's see in this example, how many people are there? There are 4. Number of pieces, सबके हिस्से में कितना कितना आ रहा था? It was only 2. So 2. 4 into 2, if you multiply, you get the total number of pieces, that is 8. Similarly, if you have 8 people eating the same pizza, then the number of people are 8. So in the place of x, I'm writing 8. In the place of y, which is number of pieces, it will be 1 per person. So what is now the multiplication of 8 and 1? 8 ones are again 8. So you can see here in this inverse variation, what is happening is, unlike in direct variation, you have to divide, right? X upon y. The division was a constant number. If you remember the example of book that I have given you, upon 20, and सबको divide to 20, 20, 20, 20 together. So here the multiplication is constant, and therefore you can say in this variation is called as inverse variation. In front of you, x into y will be a constant rather than x divided by y. It will be x into y. That will be a constant here. I hope you're clear with this. उस constant को हम लोग आगे जाके k बोलेंगे. This will be a second step. बराबर ना? X into y k equal to form मिलता है अपने को. but first step is always to write symbolic form. Now I cannot write the symbolic form x alpha y. It is reserved for direct variation. So inverse के लिए what you need to do is very simple. First आपको क्वेश्चन रीड करना पड़ेगा. What is given to you? If it is said x and y are in inverse variation, or you might use the word like x and y are in inverse proportion. In the last lecture we have seen proportion, variation, same thing. Or they might ask you x varies inversely as y, ऐसा कुछ दिया रहेगा. Or they simply say x inversely varies as y. So there will be two words I will be searching for, inverse and vary, right? Understanding how we are going to write inverse variation का first step, that is symbolic form. It will not be same as the direct variation. चेक करना ध्यान से. फर्स्ट x and y, अगर x and y लिखा है तो पहले x आता है फिर y आता है. तो x is my first quantity, y which is after and which will be my second quantity. So first quantity no change, first quantity x as it is first, पहले आ गया x. I hope you're clear. Second quantity which is y, and this is not direct variation, mind you, y के जगह पे y का inverse लिखना है. In mathematics inverse has also a meaning called as reciprocal, if you remember, है ना. Inverse, if I say 2, तो 2 का reciprocal कितना हो गया 1/2. if I say 5, it is 1/5. so reciprocal समझ में आया हम लोग को. Exactly same way अगर मैं आपको एक वेरिएबल देता हूँ और उसका रेसिप्रोकल या उसका इनवर्स पूछूं, कैन यू ऑल फाइंड मी? तो y का रेसिप्रोकल और y का इनवर्स विल बी परफेक्ट 1/y. Hence the reason in inverse variation the symbolic form में first quantity is kept as it is x, no nothing change. Second quantity में I'm going to take the inverse of the second quantity. That means I'm going to take the reciprocal. 1/2 का 2 का 1/2 हो गया, 5 का 1/5 बोला मैं, तो y का क्या आएगा 1/y. I hope you are clear with this. This is the format in which inverse variation is explained, right? The symbolic form का जो symbol है वो alpha है, it is same, right? So I will write what alpha in between them. So how will you read this? In symbolic form you can read x alpha 1/y, 1/1 something will come. Or you might read this as x is inversely proportional or inversely variation with y, not with 1/y. Inverse word का मतलब ही क्या हो गया 1/. So how can you read this in inverse? X is inversely proportional to y. No need to say x is inversely proportional to 1/. That will be incorrect. So I hope you are clear. I repeat once again. X alpha 1/y in the pure symbols, or x is inversely proportional to y. This is the way you can read this as. So remember one thing, in always inverse variation में alpha तो आएगा, alpha के पहले first quantity, alpha के बाद that is second quantity will always be taken as a reciprocal, or you can say an inverse. I hope everybody is clear with the first step. Second step is very simple. X into y is equal to constant. In place of constant, as I told you earlier also, it will be constant of proportionality. Now, if you remember, in our first step of direct variation, we used to write directly x alpha y. सामने सामने दिख रहा है. There is no 1/, direct variation. First step inverse का सबको clear है. Secondly, in the second step, there is an equal to form. Second step. What is the change here? There we used to divide. And I had given you one technique. We said what? D for direct and D for divide. Perfect. Keeping that thing in mind, let us build a technique for inverse variation. I'll give you a letter. Batao zara. Inverse starts from which letter? Starts from I. So I can say I for inverse. This sign is what? This sign is for, you can say multiply. But if I call this into, it will be I for into, right? So it's a technique that we can keep in our mind. So you can note it down. You can write I for inverse. याद रखना, I for inverse. And for what? For the second step, I will say I for into. So I will multiply this two. First quantity by second quantity. So direct में D for direct, D for divide, numerator denominator. First quantity by second quantity. Here inverse के लिए second step में I for inverse and I for into. So into करना है first quantity into second quantity. That is the first two steps of inverse variation. If you know the first two steps, the remaining steps are very much the same only. I hope you are clear with this model. Let us see further. Now before we start, I would like to give you a few examples. And let's see how many of you know this properly. So just a small revision. I will give you a few equations and few symbolic forms. And based on that, you will tell me whether this question belongs to direct variation or it belongs to inverse variation. So that is something that we are doing now. Let us see if it is x. Okay, so before we start, I would like to give you a few other examples जहाँ पे we can confirm कि अपने को अच्छे समझ में आया है. What is direct variation? How does it look like? Symbolic form, also the equal to form. Same goes for inverse variation. Let me give you an example. If it is x alpha y, and if I ask you what kind of variation is this, the answer is perfect. It is direct variation. If I give you an example like p alpha, so there is p alpha, and then there is 1 upon q. So it's like this. So since there is 1 upon q, second quantity is given as a reciprocal of q. So it is 1 upon q. So this kind of variation is inverse variation. This is an example of inverse variation. And if I tell you to write the symbolic form for both of them, it is there. But if I tell you to write the equal to form, how will you write? Well, we know this question belongs to direct variation. And direct में आता है D. So we take first quantity divide by second quantity. D for direct, D for divide. Then we write equal to बाद क्या लिखना होता है? That is K. So K is fixed. So यहाँ पे भी in this format I can write K. K will be fixed. But what will I write on the left hand side? Well, this is inverse. So in inverse, what do I do? It says I for inverse and I for into. Now याद रखना, when you into, you just have to multiply the quantities and not the number 1 in that. ठीक है, 1 को multiply नहीं करना. So whatever comes before alpha, multiply by this into का sign, I for into. Whatever comes 1 के denominator में, ठीक है, 1 के denominator में क्या है? That is q. So I'll say p into q, that is equal to k. This is from my second step. So I hope you are clear now. Direct variation में कैसे लिखते थे? Symbolic form, equal to form. Inverse variation में symbolic form and equal to form. These two steps should be very clear in your mind. Whatever kind of question is thrown to you, should be able to identify, because some questions will not tell you that this question belongs to direct variation or this question belongs to inverse variation. You have to understand from the given information. A question like this we are going to do now. Okay, so we have a question from 7.2 practice set. Question number is 1. Now if you read this question, it looks like a simple question because there's a table given, but not even the question they mention that this is a question on direct variation or it is on inverse variation. ऐसा किधर भी लिखा नहीं है, तो समझ में कैसे आएगा? Because that's the first step. Without knowing which kind of variation it is, the question is not possible to solve, right? So what do you do? How do you understand? Well, we go to the basics. What do you mean by the basics? What happens in direct variation? Both increase or both decrease. Confirm ऐसे करने का. If this is happening, one is decreasing, one is increasing. This way, or the other way around. Increase decrease वाला behavior है, then it is inverse variation. So let's consider that number of workers बोला है. Now for what reason they have employed workers, we don't know. But there are some workers. In the first box, it is say 30. अभी 30 से कितना हो गया दूसरे टाइम? 20 हो गया. otherwise it is decreasing. From 20 it has gone to 10. मतलब the behavior of number of workers is on decreasing. The first quantities you can say कम हो रहा है, 30 से 20, 20 से 10, it is decreasing. This is my first observation. Now look at with respect to this decrease days या number of days में क्या हो रहा है. You can see from first example it was 6, then it became 9, so it has increased. From 9 it has gone to 12, from there it has gone to 36. So you can see the behavior is continuously increasing in number of days. So if you employ less number of workers, somehow the number of days it takes is increasing. Now why it is increasing? We don't know because we are just given the values. So the behavior is one quantity increases, second quantity is decreasing. So I can confirm this kind of behavior is nothing but happens in inverse variation. So this is the first question in this chapter where it is not mentioned, it is which kind of variation. So all of you need to understand properly that what kind of variation is given and be understood just by the increase decrease behavior, right? Okay, so first thing that we write is to define the quantities. There are two quantities very clearly, number of workers. Number of workers को हम लोग n बोल सकते हैं. Worker के लिए you can call it as W also. W for workers. I'm going to call this n. So let us write this step. Let the number of workers be denoted as n. N for number of workers. बचा क्या? Number of days. अभी n को workers के लिए allot हो गया. So I cannot use the same sign again. n को छोड़ के days के लिए क्या ना सिर्फ d चलेगा. D will be a nice variable. Okay, so let us write number of days divided by d length. तो इतना हमने डिफाइन कर दिया. अब मुझे क्या देखना था? इंक्रीज डिक्रीज वाला बिहेवियर. तो यहाँ पे आई विल होल्ड ऑन. आई विल से फ्रॉम हियर आई कैन सी n is decreasing, so n goes down. You can see an arrow here. At the same time d goes up. 6 का days का 9 हो गया, 9 हो गया. So why it is happening? Because you can imagine if there are less people, ऐसे 30 लोग काम पे आने वाले थे and they used to finish their job in 6 days. लेकिन for some reason 10 has not shown up. They have gone somewhere. ऐसे अभी 30 की जगह पे only 20 people are going to work. Obviously that job is to be done. And since 30 people का job 20 लोग नहीं कर सकते, तो वो क्या होगा? Extend हो जाएगा ना, शेड्यूल लंबा हो जाएगा. 6 days का now they will require 9 days. So less people for job, it will more time to complete that job. Okay, this inverse variation, time and work goes this way. So n and d are in inverse variation. First step I will write the symbolic form. So पहले आएगा first quantity n. ये हो गया अल्फा. अब जरा सोच समझ के सामने d लिखूंगा तो डायरेक्ट हो जाएगा. What is inverse variation? I have to write what? 1 divided by d. That is inverse of d, or you can say the reciprocal of d. I will write n alpha 1 upon d. I hope this is very clear. First step. Next step में what do we do? Yes, we think for the hint. The hint was I for inverse and I for into. That is into मतलब multiply. तो हमने लिखा n into d लिख सकते हो. खाली n और d लिखा तो भी चलेगा. No sign between them. Is equal to no alpha no. Equal to के बाद right side में the constant of variation, that is k comes. So k is the constant of variation. Is very simple. I have the first two steps according to inverse variation. Everybody is understood. After that the remaining steps are very same. भले direct हो तो भी same steps करना है और अगर inverse हो तो भी same steps करना है. So you can recall that the third step was to get the value of k. चलो k का वैल्यू ढूंढने के लिए मेरे पास n और d होना चाहिए. n मतलब check करो number of workers. Then I should also have number of days. D for days. Check करो. In this information, are we given information that this many workers are doing the job in this much time, this many days? Are we given some information about that? I've given two information. You can see in both the boxes. You know, number of workers 30 है. 6 days में they are going to complete the job. Or second box में they are given 20 and 9. You can use any of the boxes. First वाला information भी complete है, सेकंड वाला इंफॉर्मेशन भी कंप्लीट है, थर्ड इनकम्प्लीट है बिकॉज वन ऑफ द वेरिएबल इज मिसिंग देयर। तो 20 या 9 को यूज करो एज एन एन डी, या फिर 30 और 6 को यूज करो एज एन एन डी, यू विल गेट द सेम वैल्यू ऑफ के। चलो पुट करते कोई तो वैल्यू, यू कैन टेक एनी वैल्यू, 13 6 लिया तो भी सेम आएगा, 20 और 9 लिया तो भी सेम ही आएगा। Let us check. I am selecting this value where n is equal to number of workers 20 है, second one, and then number of days are 9. You can see by putting this value n is 20 multiplied by, that is into का sign, number of days are 9 is equal to k, and k is my constant of variation. You can easily multiply that. 20 nines are is same as 2 nines are, then 0 at the end, that is 180. I hope this value of k is 180. It's very simple for all of us to understand. Step number 3 is done. Chalo, pay attention. What do? You write the equation of variation. How do we write? We go back to the same equal to form. We write the left hand side as it is, that is nd or n into d. But in case of k, since now we got the value of k as 180, just put that value on the right hand side and get 180 as n into d. This is my equation of variation. Nice and neat box around it. I hope all of you are clear. Exactly same procedure we are doing for the next one. Chalo, dekhte hain. What are they asking? One box missing here. Now check. 12 is there, and then there is nothing. So 12 is the value of d, or 12 is the value of n. Check karna. Yes. So 12 is in front of days. That means the days are given. तो पूछ रहे हैं if 12 days में काम हो गया था तो कितने लोग ने काम किया रहेगा. This is the scenario and I'm supposed to complete the job in 12 days. How many workers should have worked? That's the question that indirectly they're asking us through the table. So what do? You put the values and you get the answer. Like to find n पता नहीं है, number of workers we don't know, but the number of days I know is 12. So I put the value of days, that is d, in equation number 1. How? n को n into करके 12 आ गया बाजू में, in place of d is equal to 180. Variables on left hand side, numbers on the right hand side. So here 12 goes there. Will it divide or will it multiply? हाँ, 180 divide by 12 करना पड़ेगा. And you can do this division. It's very simple. You can divide by 6. You can divide by 2. You can divide by 3. I'll start with 6. 6 2s are, and then 6 3s are 80, and then there is also 0. So I'll put the 0 to 3, and that becomes 30. What is 30 by 2? 30 by 2 is nothing but 15. So I understand this answer. Number of workers will be 15. So I hope you remember that next n equal to 15 bar 15 वाला value अपने को put करना है in the given table. So number of workers मुझे मालूम पड़ेगा 15. I hope you are clear. Very simple, same. Only the difference is calculation. Look at the next one. 10. But 10 क्या days है या workers है? 10 is the number of days. Sorry, number of workers. And number of days they are asking us. So simply, you can, the calculation is very simple. N का value will put 10. D का value will put just as it is D. And when you substitute that answer, you get 10 times D as 180. So what do? Is the last time 12 को shift किया था in the denominator, 10 को shift करेंगे. And the calculation is very simple because 0 0 gets cancelled है ना. So 180 upon 10, 0 and 0 goes. We just left with 18. So if 10 people are doing the job, it will take even more time. है ना? It took us 18. Now here I want to think that D and 15, 30 to 15, that is gone to half. 30 workers से we are working with 50%. आधा हो गया ना 15. तो 6 का देखो कितना हो गया? Yes, it has gone to 12. मतलब it has doubled. Similarly, in this example also, where 20 workers were working, and if it has gone to 10, again 50%, the number of days should also double. Na? So we have got the value as 18, which is exactly 9 2s are 9 double. So अगर आधे worker काम करेंगे, we will take them double time. That's the logic here. Okay. The last one is very simple again. 36 days में काम करना है, मतलब obviously बहुत कम worker लोग रहेंगे, ना? It is taking us lot of time. तो मैं बहुत कम वर्क करेंगे. तो let's see what is the answer that you are getting. चलो, you can do this with me or before me also. You can pause this video, you can write your answer, you can come back, you can play it, you can just confirm your answer, right? It's very simple. So n is equal to 36, do the calculation properly. 36 into n is equal to 180. N is equal to 180 divided by 36. Now if our tables are good, you can clearly see 18 के table में 36 comes goes, right? So 18 ones are and 18 twos are 36. But remember 18 में 1 था, 0 भी है, so 0 goes with 1. So it becomes 10. So now I have 10 upon 2. So now what has become now? 5. Yes, so there are only 5 workers that are working here. The answer of this question is 5 workers. That's what you solve. And you get the answer as n equal to 5. Just put that answer in the main question. And this question. This question में क्या सीखा मैंने आया? एक तो inverse question पे पहला question. So it's very important. Second, and the most important part is question में it wasn't mentioned what kind of variation is this. And we understood by this increase decrease behavior. So whenever you are given a question but it is not mentioned कि कौन सा variation है, all you need to do is stick to basics, check this behavior it is allowed, and you can look at the next question. Next question is again from 7.2. Question number is 2. Is not given. कुछ तो अलग बोले. Find constant of variation. What do you mean by constant of variation? What does that mean? Yes, constant of variation is always k. But is it mentioned कौन सा variation है? We have to check. After getting the constant of variation, you are supposed to write the equation of variation. Obviously, that value when you put into the question, you get the equation of variation. That is very simple step. Okay, well, for every example given below, let's take an example. First one. There are 4 of them. Let's say the first one. P alpha 1 upon q. Now, what does this tell you? What kind of variation it is? Is it reciprocal? Is inverse? It's an inverse variation. Solve कैसे करने का? Steps. अच्छा, यहाँ पे 5 steps नहीं है, by the way. 4 steps. Why 4 steps? Because क्या बोला है? Constant of variation. A का वैल्यू ढूंढना है, मतलब थर्ड 3 स्टेप तक करना है, और आगे राइट द इक्वेशन ऑफ वेरिएशन. स्टेप नंबर 4 करना है. कुछ फाइंड नहीं करना, ना p फाइंड करना है, ना q फाइंड करना है, तो कैलकुलेशन करने की जरूरत नहीं है आगे. ओके, सो p alpha 1 upon q as it is mentioned. Step number 1 copied from the question is inverse variation. Second step में I for inverse, I for into. So what will I write? P into का साइन लिखने तो और अच्छा है, into q is equal to के बाद, yes, we have k as we have constant of variation. Your job is to get the value of k. That means you have to first look in the question and check, are we given the value of p and q, so that we can multiply them and we can get the value of k. Of course we are given 15 and 4 are given. 15 is p, 4 is q. Let us multiply them. You can go orally also. And p is 15, q is 4. 15 4s are 15 times 4 is the value of k. And k का value कितना मिला आपने को? 60. Perfect, perfect. So this is my constant of variation. I've got it. What do I do next? Write the equation of variation. To get the equation of variation, I have to write the p into q. That is into वाला वापस से लिखना पड़ेगा. So I will write the same thing again, left hand side. P into q is equal to के बाद. Will I write k or will I write 60 now? Of course, k नहीं आएगा. I should have 60 because I got the value of k. Again, a nice and neat box around it. You can mention is equation of variation. इतना ही करना है. आगे को solve करने की जरूरत नहीं है because they are asking us only 2 things. K, constant of variation, we got it, and p into q, that is the equation of variation, also we got it.